This is another excerpt from a cart crash I did a while back with 4 Jehovah's Witnesses, including one very feisty woman. In this part, she kind of grills me about my church and how I view other denominations, how I view Jehovah's Witnesses, Catholics, etc., as well as who I witness to. She clearly recognized I was there to witness to them, and I guess she found that interesting. It's the only time a Jehovah's Witness has ever asked me so many questions like that. Usually, they just want to give their rehearsed speech and then be on their way. She listened to my answers fairly patiently and then brought the conversation around to promoting the Watchtower because of how organized it is. She went into a kind of promotional speech, complete with handing me some of their literature, and tried to contrast the organization with the evil world, atheist mindset, and what she calls fundamentalists who believe in young earth creation. I just let her talk at that point instead of trying to jump on any of her claims. She was pretty fired up. I've said it before, I hope I get a chance to talk with this lady again. I really like her. It was a windy day, and there was also a lot of background noise. I've tried to clean it up as best I can, but it does get a little difficult to hear in some spots. Hopefully you can hear it well enough, though.
But is Jesus using a human organization today, or is he using...
Well, is he using Christians today? You bet. Are there lots of false professing Christians? Yep, there's lots of those too.
So what do you think? Do you think that he's using Jehovah's Witnesses organization and the Baptist organization?
No.
And the Catholic organization?
No.
Do you think he's using the Baptist organization?
No. And we're not an organization, so that doesn't really... Actually, it was interesting, I heard somebody saying today, the Christian church is not an organization, we're an organism. We are the body of Christ. So we have organizational structure like you guys do.
Members of this organism, do you believe that they're found attending Baptist churches and Catholic churches?
Not really Catholic. Catholic is a different religion, but Presbyterian and Anglican, whatever. There's lots of... Well, no, it's not. Are they okay? You have to really look at the individual church, what they're teaching, who the people are, because even in my own church, do I believe that every single person who goes to my church is a Christian? No, not everybody is. A lot of us are, but not everyone is.
Okay, so
but we evaluate by the fruit. We look
from
at
what you understand. So do you have a pastor there?
We have technically 3 pastors.
3 pastors?
And a board of elders, yeah. So yeah, it's an organized structure, but I don't have to affiliate with them to be a Christian. I choose to, yeah. And I can go somewhere else. I can change my membership to somewhere else, and they'll bless me, and we'll still be in fellowship. Yeah. So yeah, I know it's a very different setup than what you guys have.
Are your pastors? So your pastors are Baptists?
They are, yeah. They weren't always.
Are they like, is that a salaried position?
Yeah, the pastors are. The elders are not. Yeah. And pastors are kind of elders too, so it's all, depends. Different churches have different structures, and, I actually really like the Presbyterian structure, but that's not how the Baptist church works, so that's okay. That's, can have differences on it, and, still be in fellowship, and, I still love and trust and submit to my pastors and elders, and, yeah. But, yeah, that's while we're here. I mean, we may move somewhere else and end up in a different church, different denomination or something one day.
So who do you are obviously engaged in your ministry.
Yeah.
Who else do you talk to?
Who else do I talk to?
Yeah, do you just
mostly online.
I mean, Jehovah's Witnesses, we sit here and
sure, I know,
easy target because we'll never not talk to somebody.
Right, yeah, which is great.
So
I
do you approach
that.
everybody down here at the walk?
Oh, I don't usually just walk up to people generally because they're just here for a walk. But I talk to Mormons.
So do you talk to people who have no religious affiliation?
Yeah, my neighbors, we talk lots. Actually, we've had some really in-depth conversations. He's more of a pantheist, and sort of got a bunch of weird different ideas and stuff. So yeah, we've had some fascinating conversations. Really,
but your
nice
congregation doesn't have an organized structure of methodically going and speaking to every individual to offer them the information in the scriptures.
Well, we don't. I mean, the church...
I'm curious about this. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I often find that an individual such as yourself will target us, which is, excuse the word target,
that's okay.
but they'll feel free and comfortable and often stay for a very long time. And they obviously are trying to witness to us,
right.
But I often wonder, because we do the work individually, we go door to door and speak to each individual, and you know,
and we don't map things out that way.
Yeah, no, we're organized. We do.
Yeah.
We map it out,
Yeah.
and we make sure that every single person has the opportunity to hear the scriptures, the hope for the future, the paradise, the relationship with Jehovah, is there a God or not, depending on what they need. And that really takes God's Spirit to accomplish that work.
Well, exactly. That's what we follow in that, we go as the Spirit enables us and gives us opportunities. And so we witness to our family, our friends, co-workers, students, and there's phone witnessing. I have a friend who does phone witnessing. She calls around to people all over the place, and she plans it. Not random. I mean, she plans it. She doesn't have like a structure where the church tells her where to go, kind of thing, or who to call. But and online, there's lots of amazing opportunities online because everybody's online now on social media. So there's
it's very easy too.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to.
The downside with that is that
the wrath of the individual.
Oh my goodness! I have been called names like you would not believe. People that feel free behind their computer screen to say whatever they want, Yeah. But on the other end, it's also a little bit of a downfall there too sometimes because you can't always, you can't invest in their lives the same way, when they're online. So it's limited. You can share information, you can talk, you can get to know them, but it's limited a little bit. But it's still good.
Yeah.
There's still lots of opportunity. And of course we have ministries too, like we have, where we, feed the poor. We have the Crisis Pregnancy Center. We have, lots of, and we have lots of missionaries that we send out around the world. And
so it is organized.
In that sense, it is. Yeah, sure.
So what's the central organizational focal point? Like who's at the center of the Baptist efforts? Is there a central body?
No. I mean, we belong to a denomination, but we may actually not be a part of that for a long period of time, depending if they go in a direction that we feel is unbiblical, then we will just be our own church.
So who's we? Are your church?
Our church. My church is what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. You and your husband?
Yeah, me and my husband and my church. We so we look at those sorts of things, and if we see a church is going off in a an unbiblical direction, they're starting to get really worldly and that kind of thing, then
you would go to a different church.
Go somewhere else. Well, we stay and fight as much as we can. We try to share the Bible and try to get things moving in the right direction, but
nice to meet you. Thanks for sharing.
Well, thanks for your questions.
Because I do find once in a while there's an individual who obviously wants to witness, and so we should. Right. So it's what we're This is the commission. What we're commissioned to do. I mean, if we believe this is the truth, whatever we're affiliating ourselves with,
Well, yeah, and I think
organizational organism.
The difference is that you guys, you have your organization, and for us, it's about Christ. Like He is our head, and so that's where our focus is. We don't really talk about. There were interesting questions, but we never talk about that stuff.
Yeah, so. Sometimes we get that presumption because we are organized solidly with this organization. We are affiliating ourselves with that, and a lot of Christians, generally the people who present themselves as engaged, active, functioning Christians. Don't affiliate themselves with anybody, so it's kind of you have two entirely different. You have two entirely different situations here, but a lot of those ones presume that we don't have a relationship with God personally, or we don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, or that and that's not true. It's not true. It's just that we are working with this organization, and we've done many different witnesses. Like, I mean, we all come from different backgrounds and experience, and this organization is the one that's presented people in our lives that have reached out to us, that have helped us to get to know the scriptures. This organization has reached out to people who don't believe in a God at all and said, well, look at gently. Was life created?
Yeah.
A gentle question. Just asking people, please, look.
Yeah.
You're being told.
Since you grabbed that, I don't have that one.
Okay.
Would you mind if I take that one? I got the. Oh, I don't have the origin of. You guys have all kinds of neat ones.
I won't open it up. I'll show you my tablet. So it's appealing to people who are in our society, every African person I've ever spoken to is deeply spiritual.
Sure.
Are there any atheists that you met in Africa? A few?
Of course.
Yeah, but not too many. Generally speaking.
Well, are there really any true atheists? When you look at Romans 1,
well,
we're suppressing the truth if we deny God, right? So that means that we already know the truth.
But that's what they're doing. They're suppressing the truth in an ungodly way. In order to become educated, you have to subscribe to their philosophy of no God, no. And it's like, or don't get educated. Really? Yeah. Cut your arm off. Yeah. It's Satan's world. This organization, we do believe Jehovah's using it to reach out to people. And here, I'll show it to you on the tablet here.
Pretty pictures.
Very kindly.
You wanted it last time.
Oh, I did get that one yesterday, actually. Yes, but thank you. Yeah.
So, you can get it on the tablet too if you want.
Oh, okay.
The brochures.
Yep.
Okay.
I find it easier to read paper copies than online.
That's fine.
It's personal, but I do look online.
The introduction, it's very kind. Was life created, or are you purely the product? Of random, undirected events. Like, this takes time and effort to pull it out. Like, just the way it appeals. What do you believe? It's just stating a fact. Like, everybody's somewhere on the spectrum. There's those who believe everything happened by pure accident and chance, 100% evolution, no intelligence, no creator, no nothing. And then on the other hand, there's the absolute opposite end of the spectrum is those who believe that it's something called creationism. God did it 6,000 years ago, like in 6 literal days that He created, our days, 24 hours.
Right.
And it's kind. They're very kind about it. It's like, it's not the purpose of this material to ridicule the views of either fundamentalists or those who choose not to believe in God. So it's like, but the point is it takes organization to accomplish these things.
Well, and there's an organization in general. I mean, that's the world. That's the way it works. You have to have, everything is organized, right? So
God's organized, right? The Bible says He's a God of order, not of, or God, what does it say? He's a God of peace.
I think you're talking about in Corinthians when they were talking about people that were just like shouting out in the services and stuff, and He was like, no, He's a God of order.
Yeah, order, not event. So we're organized for a purpose, right? And so we can systematically make sure that everybody has a chance to learn and respond, whether it serves a good purpose. Organization is good.
I don't disagree with that.
I struggle with personal organization, so it's like, if I didn't have this, I'd be like, how would I even start? I'd give it up before I started.